If you want to build a massive, successful business, you need a brilliant, world-changing eureka idea, right? Wrong. In fact, starting a company with a great idea might actually be the worst thing you can do. The founders of Sony and Hewlett-Packard didn't even have a specific product in mind when they started their companies. To pay the light bills, HP's founders built bowling foul line indicators and shock machines to help people lose weight. Sony's first product was a failed rice cooker. So, if billion-dollar empires aren't built on great ideas, what are they built on? Today, we are breaking down the blueprint from the legendary book Built to Last and showing you how to build a business that outlives you. Having a brilliant idea or being a charismatic leader makes you a time teller. You can tell the world the time right now, but what happens when you leave or when the market changes? Visionary companies are clock builders. They don't obsess over one hit product. Their ultimate creation is the company itself. They build an intricate, reliable organization that can tell the time forever, long after the founders are dead and gone. Ideas will come and go, but an organization built to adapt and constantly groom new leaders will survive for centuries. Ordinary businesses suffer from the tyranny of the OR. They believe they must choose between low cost or high quality, making a profit or having a purpose. Visionary companies reject this. They embrace the genius of the and. Take the pharmaceutical giant Merck. They developed a drug called Mectizin to cure river blindness for over 1 million people in the third world. But there was a problem. The people who needed it couldn't afford it. So what did Merck do? They gave it away for free, at their own expense. Why? Because Merck's core ideology is that medicine is for the patient, not the profits. But they know that by putting the patient first, the profits always follow. They passionately pursued purpose and profit. We like to think that massive companies have everything perfectly planned out. But in reality, visionary companies act like biological evolution. They try a lot of stuff and keep what works. Did you know 3M started as a failed mining company? But they created a culture where employees could use 15% of their time to experiment on personal pet projects. That simple rule led to the accidental invention of the masking tape and the famous Post-it note. Even Johnson & Johnson's Band-Aid was invented because an employee was just trying to quickly bandage his wife's fingers with surgical tape. Multiply, vary, let the strongest ideas live, and let the weakest die. Finally, visionary companies are never comfortable. A martial arts student once asked his sensei if getting a black belt meant the end of his journey. The sensei refused to give him the belt until the student realized that a black belt is not a reward. It is the beginning of a never-ending journey of discipline and work. Visionary companies don't focus on beating the competition. They focus on beating themselves. Sam Walton of Walmart used Beat Yesterday ledgers to constantly force his team to outdo their exact sales from the same day 1 year prior. Good enough never is. If you want to build a company that lasts 100 years, stop waiting for the perfect idea. Focus on building the perfect organization. If this video changed the way you look at business, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.